in action.
It's episode 18?
Yes.
18. Right in the middle of a battle. That's why it's like this. So, let's get going.
Right.
Zach was just making a comment on the combat music having this weird, like, piccolo fife sound.
It sounded like a truck back, and it was like,
it
boop,
really
boop,
does.
boop, boop.
Here's another visceral.
And then, like, every time I was trying to get her to hear it, it wouldn't do it. And I'm like, great, I'm literally going crazy.
It's like one of those little undersounds that has no real purpose other than, like,
all.
tying anything together. The choir, the combat
It's doing
choir.
it still, so yeah, I'm not...
You're not crazy.
Yeah.
I never thought you were.
No, but I thought I was like, where am I hearing this from?
The only people you need to worry about thinking you're crazy is yourself.
No, I talked to myself, it's cool. We decided that I'm good.
He's funny because he talks in his sleep sometimes, and he talks in such a way that is like, I totally think he's talking to me. Because he'll say it in just a regular voice, not like a, it's like, I need to go to the store. I'm just like,
we are
what?
blessed beyond measure. We are chosen by the holy and
That's
beloved
pretty
to
good.
be her guardians. This sacred duty
Look,
is
it's
given
Irving
to us
again.
alone. Rejoice,
looks
my
like
love, and prepare your hearts to receive her.
yeah,
Lift
the,
up your voices and
the
despair
style
not,
is mostly the
for
same
she
in Dragon
will
Age
raise her
2,
faithful servants
but
to glory when
there's a
her-
bit more of a variety of models, and everything's
welcome.
animated a bit better.
I heard we had a visitor wandering about the village. I trust
Have
I
I
mean, I've
enjoyed my
s-
time?
I've slayed a lot of your people.
We're well past that.
Perhaps, but staying hidden means staying protected, and we must protect Haven and our
No.
charges at all costs.
Look, what
We
you're
don't owe
protecting
you
can
any
protect
explanations
itself.
for our actions. We have a sacred duty. Failure to protect her would be a greater sin.
Who's
Her.
her? Yeah.
Who's her?
That's kind of what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh,
Right.
alright.
On it.
Let's go ahead and do a little bit of this action. There might not be any purpose to it, but it's fun. I'm gonna move. They all moved out of my circle. It's fun trying to line things up just right, so you can hit the most
They're
amount of
moving.
people.
They're moving in and out of it.
Yeah. They're moving far more than the regular enemy.
I also think they're like trying to escape it too.
Yeah. Oh, that's everyone. Here's this guy. Cultist medallion.
Right.
Inscribed chest. Alright, another gift.
What?
Steal everything.
I
What
mean, why
now?
not?
Might as well, right? I love stuff.
There's a lot of stuff.
I almost wonder if I should have been a rogue. I like being a mage too much, though. I want a big ol' Mabari.
I have no idea what it is.
The dog.
Oh.
Like, my dog on my team is a Mabari.
I gotcha. Oh, there he is.
Right.
Brother Genitals.
Who are you?
It's kind of...
They sent you to finish it.
Mr. Penis.
You're not one of them, thank the maker.
Did you find the urn?
So it seems. They take great pain. The leg's not doing so well.
And you can't feel your foot.
feel my foot.
When?
I can set the leg and ease some of the pain.
I don't have time to rest now. I'm so close.
Well, I mean,
The
we can
urn
get
is
you,
just
like,
up
a
that
crutch
mountain.
or something, right?
My research led me to Haven, and I have heard the villagers talking.
I feel
know
like
the urn is
The
here.
villagers, if they had
Haven
actually done a
lies
good
in the
job of
shadow of the
protecting the
mountain
village,
that
that there
holds
wouldn't
the
be
urn.
no way to
There is an
research a
old
way to get
temple
there.
built to protect it.
You just
The
kind of have
door
to
is
come
always
across it.
locked. Iric wears a medallion that opens the temple
I got
door.
it.
Yes, that is your key. Take me to the mountainside, and I will show you.
Are you sure?
It is not that far, and will you let me lean on
I
you?
can get you a
For
freaking
the
crutch.
urn
Crutch.
and
Everything's
pain
made
is
of
worth
wood.
Enduring.
I mean, for real.
All right, let's go. So I like this sequence because there's a lot of dragons.
Are they drakes or?
Yeah. In the beginning. Ooh, I'm being ominous.
I'm waiting to. Oh, okay, cool. Took you right to it.
Yep,
Here we are. Give me the. Yes, yes, you see. And there.
the puzzle box
key to
where the
open the way.
Cenobites.
I also don't know what that is.
Hellraiser?
Okay,
Pinhead?
yeah, kind of.
We should watch that.
I've only seen it once.
We should watch it again.
There are very few. When you find the right combination,
It just
Now,
feels
let's
right.
see if we
Yeah,
can
that's a
open this
freaking
door.
puzzle
There
box.
should be a place to insert this.
Oh, it's the cube.
Yeah.
Give
It has a
this
name.
all in all its
Something-
splendor, as it was meant to be.
It's something cube.
Still,
It actually
people in
has
the
a
ice and
name.
the snow and traces of beauty remain.
If you want to talk, we watched Planet of the
I'm
Apes
sorry, what?
yesterday. We watched the first two.
The
And we
first
were-
one's
carvings were
fantastic. The
created
second one
just
was
after
just.
Andraste's
I thought the
death.
second one was pretty
And
good.
they
It
revealed
good
things
for
about
like
her. I think I need more time
Well,
to study these statues. I
good in the
found.
same way that like Jason X is good. But you haven't seen Jason X either.
No.
Good in the same way that the second Friday the 13th is good.
I could not go. I will be all right.
It was more of a
Perhaps my destiny was only to lead you.
the
to
ending
end.
was weird.
It's my job.
but
Just be
it's the
careful,
same
that's
way
all
with
right.
the
I'll
Hellraiser
be right
series.
here
Is,
if
you
you
know,
need me.
some other company got a hold of it
Now I need something to
and they
write.
just kept wanting to go with it because it was a lucrative property. And they just kept making worse and worse movies. And so like the first two are good.
I don't really like when companies do that.
But it happens so much. Sealed letter. Unbound.
Well, they'll make one like you were saying. They'll make one like fantastic movie.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, we did such a good job. Let's put like time to buy this. And then by the time you get to the fifth one,
I think it has a lot to do with whether or not you have source content. Like with like let's compare it to Harry Potter, right? There are 7 books to work with on that.
yeah, there
It
is.
wasn't just making stuff up. Hellraiser had multiple books, so like you had Hellraiser and then the second one was Hellbound Heart. And I think there was a third book, but I don't remember. But they had novels to work with. After that, they just went with it instead
Yeah,
of
that's
actually
where the problems are.
instead of actually working with already written content. And it's I don't know how many Planet of the Apes movies there are either.
7.
I meant books, sorry. I don't know how many books. I know there's at least one book, obviously. That's actually on my book list. I just got a library card,
I'm unable to do that.
and I'm gonna read a bunch of sci-fi books. I have Jurassic Park, Planet of the Apes, and I'm gonna put Hellraiser on the list too.
That'd be an interesting
books.
book to read.
Yeah, because I've heard it's a lot, not like a lot different from the movies, but enough to where
Here I am.
it's interesting as different content, you know, as comparisons. Kind of like, what book am I reading right now? Oh, Island of Dr. Moreau.
Yep.
It's like you watch the old movie and you see the differences, but also
I'm unable to do that.
there's definitely inspiration there, but the movie is so different than the
Yeah,
books.
you were saying there's already some differences.
Yeah, I mean the whole thing's completely different. The movie
Okay.
has that female character that is not in the books at all.
Yeah.
There's like the drunk captain character in the movie. It doesn't exist in the book. I mean he does, but not in the same way. So there's like Moreau, and
Oh,
then
you're
there's
right.
also
You're right. Yep.
he like exists for the first 2 chapters of the book, but he's not the same character, and he's not meant to be. It's kind of like they combined Moreau's helper Montgomery with the captain. So it's interesting, and there's definitely a completely different tone to it as well. And in the book, it's less about like he has like a serum that turns them into humans or human-like creatures. He actually does surgery on them to make these weird physical homunculi.
Okay.
So they start out as like, let's say you take a dog, and he goes and he does surgery on them to like move their bones and muscles around to make them more humanoid.
Weird. That's
And
super
messes
weird.
with their yeah. Like it's so much more grotesque rather than just giving them a
'cause
serum.
in the movie they're like strapped down and then they're left in this like secret place for 2-3 days and then they have changed over by
Yeah.
that point.
Like it's implied that they have like a special potion, you know? And it's not like that in the book. And once I realized that it wasn't like that in the book, because he's kind of vague about it at first, I was like, oh no, this is so much scarier.
Whoa. Pronto. I bet you'll get stunned.
Probably. What is he resisting? That's the question. Probably a stun thing. Brontos are pretty much specifically dwarven animals. Pretty
Cave
sure.
dwellers.
Yeah, they're like rhinos, obviously, like cow
Yeah, I was
rhinos.
gonna say obviously it's a rhino.
But I'm pretty sure they're mostly in like Orzammar and stuff. Like they're used as cows, pretty much,
Gotcha.
and work animals.
Right ahead. Right.
Can't wait until you see a nug. They're so cute.
A nug.
A nug. They're so cute.
Let's get started.
Yeah. You give Liliana one. It's one of her gifts.
Let's get started.
Give her a dwarf.
No, a nug.
What is? Yeah, what is?
They're
it?
little animals.
Okay.
They're cute.
Let's get started. This should be easy. Right. This should be easy. It's either you or me, and it isn't gonna be
They're
me.
like the size of dogs, and they look like naked guinea pigs.
Let's get started. This should be easy enough.
But I like them a lot. Because they're completely useless aside from being like animals. They're stupid.
Let's get started.
There's some very ridiculous things in this game. for sure.
Right? But I think that's what makes it unique as an RPG and like a medieval fantasy type thing, is because it's not just medieval fantasy, it's its own world. Alistair used a potion, good boy.
It didn't really do shit. Now he's about to go down.
Yeah, that's okay. He took another one. I should have been focusing on his mage.
When when they use potions, is it coming from your stock?
Yeah. We all share a potion thing.
I see.
Jason Sackmead.
So you could really fuck over your teammates if you used a bunch of them.
Oh yeah. I take priority though. I did set them. I talked about it a while ago. I did set it to where if they got to 25% health, that they use potions.
Gotcha.
And you have to do that, or else you have to manually give them potions.
Yeah, which just seems
Which-
like a lot of work.
It's like this. You have to switch between characters and then do that and switch again. And if you want to make sure they do it as their next action, you've got, and like all at one time, because sometimes your characters will all have low health. You have to switch the character, bring up your wheel, do this, switch to the next character, do that. And it can just be a hassle if you're right in the middle of a battle. So I'd rather them just do it themselves.
Yep.
I'm gonna level up real quick, actually.
Cool.
I got a key as well. There was a, you remember the locked door?
Yeah, I said there was the door.
Let's see. I didn't need anything in particular, but I'm gonna up my magic and then do 2 willpower. Ooh. Petrify. While petrified, the target is immobile and vulnerable to shattering from a critical hit. Nah. Fire. Ooh, I'm gonna do that. So I think I saw something recently that said that they were ditching the gameplay for Dragon Age 4 as an MMO, which is great because it doesn't need to be an MMO.
It's not Dragon Age, but they completely scrapped
like you
the
wanted.
Lord of the Rings MMO, the Gollum or whatever.
Oh,
They're tossing it.
I didn't realize it was going to be an MMO.
Yeah, I think it was something like that. It was
I knew they were making a game based off of Gollum. Yeah, tell me.
let's see. Um,
We're looking forward to Resident Evil next month. And then, what else is coming up? There's been a lot of interesting
Speaking
games.
of which, so they have the Amazon series. It cost them $465 million to make one season.
Enemy
Of what?
approaching.
The Lord of the Rings.
Oh, they're making a series?
It's,
Let's get
yeah, it's already done.
Oh,
Let's get started. I think
wow.
It's Amazon.
you know?
And you know people are going to get Amazon specifically just to watch that.
Which is just...
I think what sucks is they have their, like, original series that they do, but they won't put anything else good on it. You know? You have to, like, scroll.
Amazon has canceled Lord of the Rings MMO game.
Well, that's okay. There's plenty of medieval MMOs. I tried playing that, Shadows of Mordor game.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so hard. Like, it's stupid hard. I think it was this way. Yeah, I think it's this door right here.
Yeah, it was announced. So, okay, I was wrong. So, the Golem game is still happening. It was just the MMO got scrapped.
So there was a separate
Done.
MMO.
Seems
Okay.
like it.
Interesting. Okay, so I opened that door. The main hall key was there. So I wouldn't have even been able to progress without it. So technically I just had to go back. Not technically, I did. Gotten a lot of gear.
Well, when you finally go back, you'll be able to dump all that off and sell it.
Yeah, I'm gonna... I could have sworn I'd already sold those, but I guess not. Ring of Faith, plus 10% fire damage.
You do use a lot of fire.
Yeah, but she doesn't have any rings, so I'm gonna give it to her.
Sure.
Uh,
Charred mitts.
Polar God. Oh, I gave her electricity. Alistair could take one of these other... He can't even wear it yet. Heavy armor.
34 strength. That's pretty high.
I usually give this one to Sten. Heavy plate armor. I think he's actually wearing the best thing he could be wearing right now. Oh. No, that's good.
There you go.
Get rid of that, get rid of that.
When it goes to junk, do you mean has it thrown away?
No, it basically sets it to be sold easy later. So, like, when you go in there, there's a button you can press. It just says sell all junk.
Gotcha. That's
No.
kind of helpful.
It
You don't have to
is.
sit there and search through
Yeah.
everything again.
And give him that.
You have a lot of empty spots still.
Mm-hmm. But I don't have a belt or an extra ring. I don't get them that often, which is weird to me, but...
A belt or an extra ring? I'm talking about your inventory.
Oh, yeah.
You're at 65 out of 90.
Yeah. Divvied out. Let's continue.
Oop. More good stuff's gonna happen.
We're just moving on.
Finished.
Now.
Warden fences.
Usually when it pauses like that, something's about to take place.
Well, yeah, we're about to enter a battle. Get out of my way,
you got an
fools.
arrow in the neck.
Get out of my way, fools.
That's funny. It was like right in your neck.
Check this out. I'm gonna... Oops. Watch this. Fails.
Right?
Fireball.
Cool, they're all in the middle of
Oh, he froze me. What a time to
that. There's
freeze
something
me.
crazy behind you.
Oh, it's a demon.
Right.
Did he freeze me again?
You're still frozen.
He freezes me again before I can use his spell. I'm gonna cry.
This seems like he's faster.
And then he moved.
Yep.
On it.
He knows what's up.
Get rid of this dude. He's dead.
Now you can
There.
cut. Yeah, it's a good thing you did that fire skill. You do use a lot of fire.
Do. I use a lot of elemental stuff.
Is the... You're shooting green. Is that
I have
poison?
nature. Mine's a nature staff, so
Gotcha.
it's nature damage, which doesn't necessarily matter most of the time. It only matters if you're like, so it doesn't work against darkspawn,
Sure. Which is
and
the majority of when
Yeah.
you fight.
and then like fire staves wouldn't work against, like the rage demons and stuff.
Yeah.
What is this?
Abominations and all that.
This looks cool. I can't really tell
I
what
was
it
to
is
say
though.
it kind of doesn't look like
This
much.
is the same. Like, I can see that there's something going on here, but I can't tell what it
Yeah.
is. For
Metal
people who are
door.
totally for protecting their temple, they don't take very good care of it. Trap triggered. Yeah, I'm not about really,
Let's get started.
Shot one to the arm.
Right ahead.
Shot one to the chest.
Right ahead.
so many traps.
This arm too. Who's trying
Oh,
to...
me. I need to move.
No.
You don't...
It'll just keep
Yeah, I was just
hitting you.
triggering it. Instead of, aiming at one of these dudes, I was just triggering the disarm. Alright, let's see
What
if we
what
can hear.
I mean, do you gain anything from disarming them?
Experience.
Sure.
I'm unable to do that.
Not...
Oh, do you have to be the golem? No, you can't do that anymore.
Oh, now the thing's triggered. Sometimes it does that on mine, where the loot doesn't trigger immediately. So one of these guys...
Does not have a key.
Oh, it still had me in combat.
Wow.
See, I knew I didn't miss anything.
I was say because yeah, cool.
As you wish.
He looks cool as fuck!
Yeah, I was gonna comment that it looks like you're gone everywhere.
Let's get started. Right.
It has not happened as much in this game, but it used to happen quite a bit. And it was really annoying. So I don't...
As you wish.
I have an old PS3. Like,
Let's get
it was
started.
brand new when it was bought.
Let's get started.
She leveled up again?
That's good.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, why not?
Sure, yeah. I just don't care about
Jordan
Liliana.
senses tingling. This should be
I know there's a lot of people who like her, and she is kind of a tragic character, but I just don't care about her.
Let's get started.
She does have two swords.
Yeah, I have her with a sword and a dagger. Yeah, a lot of this is just going through
This should be
missions.
easy enough. Let's get started. On it.
Grinding.
Right.
Yeah,
This should be
for the most part.
Or dungeon crawling.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get to the part where I actually continue. Like, I'm trying to get to, like, the inner temple. Yeah. I like getting to the inner temple and doing the trials. That's fun. Do you think... oh yeah, it's this room.
What?
You have to choose the right, chest.
Consequence wasn't that dire.
Let's get started.
Killed him pretty quick.
Yeah,
Let's get
they're-
started.
It's like at this point, killing things is commonplace.
Pretty much.
Ooh, another level up.
Right.
Right? Another bud?
Jack in the Box. Have you ever had Jack in the Box?
They're not, huh?
No, they're not. I've always been curious, but I heard they're one of those, like, bad good food chains. Where you have, like, an affection for them, but they're not that
I mean,
good.
that was like when I lived in South Carolina, they had Cookout.
Yeah.
And Cookout was like,
Ooh, time for everyone to level up.
I don't know, it was kind of like, if you've been drinking a lot, this is going to be fantastic.
Oh, you mean, like, all fast food.
Pretty much.
Level up. Alright, let's do Cunning and Constitution. And then Deadly Strike, combat movement. I don't have anything for dual weapon for her. Dual striking, dual weapon training. I'm doing that.
Alright.
I should have done that already. Magic and Constitution. Let's see.
I think that's like the only thing you really should worry about with them is just the magic and constitution.
Yeah, for the most part. Let's go ahead and get you.
All that really matters.
And then Alistair's next. Strength. I'm just upping his strength completely. Bravery. Precise striking.
That's probably good.
Yeah.
He doesn't have dual weapons.
Can't do anything in weapon and shield.
So,
Either that.
or
Grants bonuses to damage, resistance, and bonus to critical chance. Yeah, I'll do that.
why not?
It's passive. Alright. Let us continue. Oop. I don't want to be win. I thought that was behind me.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
about to say, I thought you
How could
cleared
there
that
be
room out.
more?
Yeah.
Right. This should be easy enough.
Definitely getting to the temple is a freaking slog.
What I've noticed so far is we've played, well, you've played 13 hours now, is I mean, they move everything along so slow.
Yeah, I mean, I do think there could probably be Mathrath. Androtheus' earthly husband. Oh, that's the statue. Her earthly husband, and then she got married to the Maker. And Mathrath got mad and killed her.
These, okay, gods.
No, I mean, he's a person.
The Maker?
No, Mathrath is.
Oh.
The Makers are their god.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And Andraste was also an earthly woman. There's like another half of that I could have done, but I'm not going to.
Of what?
Of that place I was just in. So I was like, there was like the entrance, and then this is like the antechamber.
Mm-hmm.
And I went through one half of it, and I could go. So I went to the left. I could have gone to the right, and it also would have led me to a door that went to the Wormling chamber. But
It
I
was
was
just
like,
more combat.
yeah. So I would have come out on this side.
There's something on the. Yeah. There
Yeah,
you
but I would have come out on that side.
go. I gotcha.
Enemies approaching. This should be easy enough.
Let's get started.
On it. Let's get started. This should
Yep.
be easy enough.
So it's like one of the things that's interesting about this world is that their religion seems to be real.
On it.
What?
Let's get started.
So like the whole thing with the Maker and Andraste and Chantry, like all of it's real. It's not like they're worshipping possibly unreal gods.
Sure.
At the very least, Andraste was real. Like their Jesus figure was real, and they have definitive proof that she was real.
Gotcha.
Because it's not only a part of their religious history, it's part of their regular history too.
I see. This person. Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, this
I
person
gotcha.
was alive and real. And she changed the course of how elves were viewed and
Let's get started.
all sorts of stuff.
Y'all are making quick work of these people.
Makes it makes it a lot easier to get through this. I probably should stop looting so much.
I mean, yeah, at some point you don't, unless it, well,
This should be
I just like
you
looting.
wouldn't know.
I never liked this part. Let's get started.
I was just say only really go for the better items.
Yeah, but I mean like just looting in general, like clicking on and looking through what they have. I don't need to do that. But sometimes I get lucky and get a good item.
I think we work well together.
Most of them though, they don't have anything cool or anything.
You need to stop looting. Goes back to loot.
Hush. I need money. I am poor. And I want one of those really cool staffs.
Well, if you do all those quests, you'll get money.
That's very true. Especially if I do the Chantry quests. They give me lots
Right
of money.
ahead.
How- Oh, they're
Little
dragons.
dragons.
I'm surprised they take fire damage.
Yeah, I feel like they should be resistant to
Maybe
fire.
because they're babies. It says there's more this way? They just came from this way, though. Oh, just more.
They just kind of came
Where
out
did
of
they come
nowhere.
from?
Yeah. Yeah, I would think they would be resistant to fire, for sure.
Right? What are you doing, Alistair? He's attacking something.
Those.
More dragons. Dude, you're holding your own.
Alistair, I'm starting to realize is pretty strong.
Only because I made him strong.
It's a strength.
Yeah.
He was hitting some
He
big
has,
numbers.
yeah, he has high constitution, high strength. I like focusing on constitution and whatever the main skill is.
Alright, so...
I don't need to worry about looting the dragonling because I only get scales from the grapes.
I was just about to ask for skills.
Not yet. Oops, that was Alistair.
We didn't catch any damage.
No. But still, I could have directed that damage elsewhere.
Sure.
You get lots of cool loot in here, too. It's like a lot of... Some of it's dragon-related loot.
Dragon.
Yeah, I really need to redo my concepts. We'll do that in between the next episodes.
Mr. Milo?
Took his nap.
Probably sleeping under the jail.
Yeah. He sleeps a lot. He's 7 years old, so he sleeps a lot. He's my precious baby boy. I got him when he was just a tiny kitten.
And then my kitten either sleeps or does his
Torments
best.
everyone.
Yeah, I was gonna say does his best to run away.
He is a toddler.
Yeah, he is. He's like
He
in
was
December?
7 weeks old on December 13th.
you know, he's like 6 months. Or let's see,
What's next?
5.5 months old.
Hey, sleepy?
I'm exhausted.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Too many locked chests.
Just like
Lots
you
of
wanted.
eggs.
They are raising dragons.
See, I thought this place that you were going to was like deserted temple, and you were making your way to the urn, but it turns out it's full
Of cultists.
full of cultists and dragons.
Just completely infested with these cultist assholes.
Unbelievable, a dragon.
No,
Unbelievable, a
just
dragon.
dragon.
Just babies.
And
I mean,
it's
I guess
funny
that's
that-
still unbelievable. So this is called Dragon because dragons have not been seen for a whole age, and every time there's a new, what is she called? A new pope, basically. They get their name their age. So like, say that one pope dies, you get a new pope. And the previous age is called like the harvest age or something. I don't
Sure,
know.
there's still people.
Yeah. As soon as there's a new pope, let's say she's 20 for the next 60 years, is known as a new.
Sure.
I don't know if
This should be
that.
enough.
Well, most of Thetis worships the Maker, so except for the Dalish elves. So I don't.
But the dwarves, elves,
Yeah.
warriors, they all had their own.
The dwarves don't really worship gods. They go into it later, but I'll go ahead and say stuff about it now. They don't really worship gods, but they kind of revere
Unbelievable,
people
a
who have
dragon.
made
There you
technological
go.
advancements in their world.
Let's get started.
Great.
On it.
Yeah. So there's...
Either you or me, and
What is
it
her
ain't
name?
gonna be.
I don't remember what her name is, but one of them, the one that's still... They're called paragons. And basically you strive to be like the other paragons. And So like the current living one, her reason she's a paragon is she invented a smokeless coal.
Sounds cool.
Yeah. And so people constantly, like, once you become a paragon, you transcend all of the castes and stuff. Like, you're the highest caste that you could be.
There you go.
I don't know how many scales I need. Yeah, and the dwarves
Oh.
are all about castes.
I don't really remember him saying a
No.
specific amount.
For this first one, I only needed 10 sovereigns, and I didn't have any. 10 gold.
Oh, okay.
I had, like, 5. Because I spent all of it on my staff.
Yeah, like I said, they seem like they make things very overpriced.
Yeah, but it's not so bad once you get later into the game. Because then you start not needing to buy things.
Right. Let's get
Wow.
started.
Bitch.
Kind of popped up.
Bitch, I'll kill you.
Let's get started. Right. Time for some
I
fun.
forget if they have a yellow name, if that means that you're clever.
I usually thought that was like not a boss, but kind of like in
Like a mini boss almost.
yeah, kind of like in Diablo,
I don't remember which way to
the
go.
ringleader, whatever.
Yeah. I'm like a chief.
They usually have more health or
Yeah. They're
dexterity.
stronger than the normal enemy.
Another drake.
That would make sense. This guy's got a yellow name.
They're pounding a lot of damage on him. It wasn't going down as fast as it would for anybody else.
Give me your scales, bitch.
There's another dragon, so it's probably not gonna let you.
No, it stopped combat. I have to come back this way anyways. Not all of them are going to...
There you go. You can go back. Oh,
Yeah.
just kidding.
Yeah, I will try. Not all of them are going to give me scales, but this one is. Gimme, gimme. The Drake scale armor is pretty cool, even though I don't use it.
What?
I give it to my rogue.
Okay, I was just say, what's the whole point of getting it then?
Yeah, I give it to my rogue, because it's pretty good
Which
armor.
is Liliana?
Yeah. Unless I switch to Zebran.
You have a chance. As you wish.
It doesn't really matter, I guess. I just kind of like listening to Zebran more.
I cannot see anything.
No?
No.
It's Span. I think Antiva is supposed to be Span.
Yeah, he was talking and I was like, alright.
Yeah.
Definitely don't care.
So I'm trying to think of. So Ferelden's like supposed to be Britain. Relay is supposed to be France. Antiva I think is supposed to be like either Spain or Italy. Ravane is supposed to be like they have a very Romani type culture. So I want to say I'm just gonna say that they're meant to be Romani.
To do.
They have a heavy emphasis on piercings and tattoos and spiritual culture. They're not as into mages there, but they don't shun them and put them in circles. And they do a lot of like fortune telling and stuff. So I think they're meant to be Romani. And the Tevinter are supposed to be
It just completely blows my mind how much you know.
I've played a lot. I haven't read any of the books though. I've read about the books, but I have not read the
Of
books.
course.
Not a lot. There's also like a small animated feature about Cassandra.
I don't know what that is.
She shows up. She's like a narrator type character in the second game, and then she's a companion in the third game. But she's cute. You'd think she'd be, you know, girlfriend material, but she's straight. Give me your scales.
Doesn't seem like you're
Turn
gonna get
around.
them.
And then... Yes.
That is ridiculous. I mean, there's so much wrong with this game at the same time.
It doesn't happen that much. It's actually mostly on this level. The delayed. I think it already saved.
If it didn't, it's going to now.
Yeah.
Stop! You will go no further!
Oh?
You have defiled our temple. You have spilled the blood of the faith. No more.
And slaughtered
You will
her
tell me
young.
now,
I haven't
intruder,
killed any
why
children.
You have done all this. Why have you come here?
Ice bolt to the face. You've come for the
I am
urn.
Father Colgrim, leader
Father
and
Colgrim,
guide
you
to
look
the
pretty
disciples
armed
of
for a
Andraste.
priest.
Kill us, and you will face Andraste.
Andraste,
She will
she's
smell
dead.
our blood, and the blood of her children on you, and her wrath
Her
will
children.
be great.
She didn't have any kids. Andraste is
The
dead.
prophet Andraste has overcome death itself, and has returned to her faithful in a form more radiant
religious
than
zealots.
you can imagine. Not even the Tevinter Imperium
What a narrative.
could hope to
Yeah.
slay her now. What hope do you have?
So the Tevinter Imperium is who killed Andraste.
You're mad.
You're mad. I wish to see her.
None but the disciples may approach Andraste. She is
She's not
ready.
ready yet.
When the time is right, she will descend upon the nation. But perhaps there is a way to make
What-
up for your...
What?
It may be because I believe in second chances.
Is it because you're
All
scared?
of us stumble
It
through
seems
the
more like you're
darkness.
scared.
Are you really
Being
about
found
like
and shown
working
the
up
light.
for this guy?
Perhaps through Andraste's mercy, her greatest enemy will become
I just kinda
her
wanna see.
greatest champion.
Just say what you have to say.
Atop this mountain lie the remains of the mortal
Oh yeah,
Andraste.
this is what he wants me to
The
do.
urn is watched by an immortal guardian.
He wants
is
the urn
trapped
too,
in the
probably.
past
No,
and refuses
he
to
wants
accept
to-
the risen Andraste.
So
Now
they
the
believe
ashes
that the
prevent
dragon
Holy
outside
Andraste
is
from fully
Andraste.
realizing her new form.
But her ashes,
They
her
are
actual
remnants of her
ashes
past
of her body
incarnation.
are in
She
the
cannot
temple.
move on
Okay.
What
as
he
long
wants me
as
to
they
do
exist.
is to take the dragon blood and destroy the ashes. Basically taint the ashes, and once I do that, the ashes are unusable.
Gotcha.
I need the ashes.
So no.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever helped them. So what, you want me
I
to toss
speak
him out a
not of
window?
destruction. The beloved needs to reclaim the ashes, to make them her own again.
So that
All it
he
would
doesn't
take
think
is
it's
a drop
destroying
of
them,
her
but more like reclaiming her
Blood
old body.
carries power, strength,
But
knowledge.
the actual purpose
Through
of
all
it
the
would
power that is held in the ashes
destroy
will
the
be
ashes.
returned.
The magical
Sure.
property of the
I'll
ashes.
help you. Guys, we're just gonna take him. Just
I
no.
have a bad feeling about
Guardian
this.
has foiled
Well,
all
don't
our
help
attempts
him.
to reach the urn. He knows
There was
his
one of the
secrets, and
options
we
to say
cannot
you were
touch
gonna
him,
fight.
For he but you
I could just imagine the Grand Cleric if she were here. Her head would explode, I kid you not.
What is this talk of blood and power? And he thinks Andraste
I
is
mean,
wrong. It is preposterous.
I have 3
I do not like this.
believers
There
with
is
me as
nothing
well.
but madness in his words.
the rewards for performing such a service would
I don't
be
really
great.
care.
no, just why don't help him?
I don't want to say he's evil. I just want to say I'm not doing it. But
There's nothing that
To us!
yeah,
yeah.
I said something to Irene.
he's pretty hard, but I'm not really worried about it.
He just took fucking huge chunk
Damn.
Right. This should be easy.
So
Yeah. Oh shit.
Alistair's dead.
Uh,
Yeah.
let me do
What are you
this.
doing?
Hopefully I
You're
don't
about to
die
be
in the
dead too.
meantime.
Yep. You're down.
No, I'm not.
Yes,
Oh,
you are.
now I am. Damn.
You literally had no health when I was saying that. Now it's Liliana.
Yep.
And now she's dead. That was.
See, that's why I was like,
But you don't need to help him because if you help him, that destroys your quest to get the urn.
I don't have to actually help him. I'm just gonna say that I help him.
I see.
But I do want to kill him. Let's see how far it takes me back. It shouldn't be too far.
It should be like right at the entrance.
It should be. I don't remember when it's saved. Come on.
It's taking a while.
Where am I?
Ooh. Could be like right there.
Enemies approaching.
Nope.
Oh boy. Alright, well, we have to end the episode here anyways. We'll get back to where we were and see you guys next episode.
Alright, guys. Thanks for joining.
Bye!
Bye.